Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on out there? What's up? What's up? What's up? So I know I don't see anybody up on here quite yet. I'm kind of more making sure that I'm not dropping frames because I am testing out a slightly new setup, guys. So hopefully the audio sounds nice and crispy. The video is nice and sharp. Because I have a brand new camera, guys. So I picked up a new Logitech. It is it's supposed to be like a 4K setup on on the camera. I've got it playing in 1440p, so that's 2K. So I know my computer can definitely push the resolution. So let me know if the video looks like dog poo poo, or if it's like damn, looks good. Awesome. Yo, Crypto McHill, my Doge, my home Doge. What up? So yeah, so got a new camera set up on here, and now I've got a dedicated little side camera. Yo, what's up? So I got a camera over here now. It's awesome. Have camera right here. Amazing. And then just to top it all off, boom. Super crispy, guys. Super crispy. I'm pushing out. It's like if anybody's got a 2K or a 4K monitor, go ahead and swap it over to that 2K. Tell me how it looks in 2K. He's like, oh, damn. He's MC with the FA. So yeah, if you got a 2K monitor or a 4K monitor, you could actually bump the resolution up. I am actually broadcasting in 2K. So I feel kind of special that my computer seems to be handling it quite nicely. It did bump up my CPU utilization just a little bit, but it's a Threadripper. What's 30%? He's like, I'll be right back. I gotta go clean myself up. Is that because of the kid just puked on you, or is it just looking that fresh? Yo. So, and then today I even put that little shelf up there, and Pepe has been in love with the shelf ever since. So he's been up there. I've been a little busy today. Mikhail's like, oh, so moist. Awesome. I'm glad it looks good. Now, I mean, not all my cameras are 2K. I've just got this one that's actually 4K. But everything else is 1080p. So even at 1080p, I'm gonna push the pixel resolution to the max. Everything should look nice. So for today, I was going to be modding the other A2000. I know I'm kind of like stalling out, waiting to see how many people want to hop on board and watch me do this little quick mod. It won't take me that long. Doesn't take long at all for that. So before I get into that, let's dig into a little bit of current event news. So Nvidia Q2 revenue misses projections due to weaker GeForce sales, down 44% quarter-to-quarter. So as mining slows up, as inflation goes rampant, and people have basically settled for whatever GPU that they can get their hands on at this point. A lot of the demands that I used to see for all the newer hardware are significantly dropped. So couple that with the few people that were waiting for a good deal on a GPU, they might be waiting just a little bit longer. I wouldn't be like Jay's 2 cents, and Jay's 2 cents about 3-4 weeks ago. I said, if you're gonna buy it now. GPUs aren't going to get any cheaper. Here we are seeing cheaper GPUs. So basically in their gaming department, quarter to quarter, they're down 44%. Year to year, they're down 33% year to year. Their data centers, though, here's an interesting one. We're not talking straight mining. We're talking data centers. Quarter to quarter, it's up 1%. Year over year, it's up 61%. You see who is buying a lot of them now. And I know that some of that is going to be a mix of some of the mining facilities too, because they are going to be classified as a data center. But that's not all GPU mining. Professional visualization, so studio arts, whatever kind of graphical rendering and stuff like that. Quarter to quarter is down 20%. Year over year is 4%. Automotive. Yes, you're going to see some of this stuff in automotive moving forward because they need some GPU software so that they can basically interface with some of the touchpads, like take for instance Teslas. They're going to have a graphics card of some sort in there, even if it's a custom solution. But they're going to get the chipset from somebody, even if they're using a custom solution, which is pretty nice. He's like, I'm gonna check 1440p. Yo, nice. So, you'll have car manufacturers with the touchscreen displays that are built into the cars. So you're gonna have some kind of a GPU. That is some of the reasons why, if you know how to jailbreak the software in your car, whether it be a Tesla or another vehicle that has a really nice built-in touchscreen interface on there that's got nice color pop, and almost like an OLED touchscreen panel on there, it can probably mine. Now, depending on, it's like, I don't know how new of a GPU. They're going to be mobile variants for sure, but it's like you still have a GPU. So, but it's not really a huge tick in the market. You're talking very small percentage. OEM and others, those are the AIB partners. Now you're going to be talking quarter to quarter, they're down 12%. Year over year, 66%. So we could start seeing right there. That is the gaming demand being dropped down. That is the mining demand dropping down. So that you're seeing that right off the bat. So that is kind of an interesting take on that. I'd be interested to see how AMD's been faring in the same weather. See, those $30,000 dealer costs are now on cars. 60 from what I was. Oh yeah. So a $30,000 car is not going to cost you 60 grand. But that's also because there's still such a high demand on the cars that are also fuel efficient. So you're starting to see the uptick of fuel efficiency cars just flying off the shelves. Uh-oh. Hey, now. Did I just lose? Wow, I have no idea what the hell that was all about. Nothing on my end did that. No, that was nothing on my end. I didn't touch anything. I've got no dropped frames. My connection's really crispy. Let's see, encoding overloading. Let's see if I can fix this on the fly. See if that calmed it down. This was the testing that I was hoping I was going to be able to do. So I was pushing it really hard on the CPU. So I just turned the CPU down one notch. See if this... It was just overloading the encoder just a little bit. That's hilarious. I haven't even touched anything. Woo! Turn off one of the cams. No, not gonna do it. I'm just gonna see if... Oh, God. All right. Should be fine. Let me know if it's wonky any for moving forward. Because I don't see anything acting weird right now. So let me know if it does it again. But the good news is it did not drop any frames, even with the encoder overloaded. I'll give it that. So, all right. I mean, if it won't let me broadcast in 2K because I need more CPU power, then so be it. Let me know if it looks good now. No, I did not see that tornado cache debacle going down. I did not. I'll be honest about that. I did not see that. What is this? Wow. MC 1440p looks FA. Yo, that's what's up. Bro, holy cow. $7 billion of virtual currencies since 2019. Holy shit. Oh my God. Money laundering. Holy cow. U.S. Treasury sanctions Tornado Cash, accused of laundering stolen crypto. Oh, man. I wonder where they're from. I mean, the U.S. sanctioned it. The Great Kaboom! Yeah, that's like insto blacklisted. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Been used in mixers to try to conceal the funds. Holy cow. 1.5 billion in proceeds of crimes such as ransomware, hacks, frauds, and laundered through Tornado Cash to date. A spokesperson for crypto analysis platform Elliptic told TechCrunch in an email. Elliptic contrasted this figure with the 7 billion cited by the Treasury, writing that the higher numbers refers to the total number of crypto assets that have been sent through Tornado Cash, which include legitimate uses of mixers such as Tornado, such as preserve finance privacy. Holy cow. Damn. Oh yeah, that I bet, Mikkel. He's like, this is where you see all the hacks sent money to. Oh, oh my god. Ethereum-based sidechain, popular play to earn games such as Axie Infinity, and more recent, the 100 million theft from Harmony Horizons Bridge. North Korea has long used cryptocurrency stealing operations like ransomware to fund its nuclear weapons program. Of course, it's got to be North Korea. Treasury also said Tornado was used by hackers to launder at least 7.8 million crypto funds during last week's Nomad heist. Wow. Holy cow, this just keeps going. Oh, wow. Built on ETH. I've been saying, man, Ethereum is the scam launch pad. You want to launch a great scam? Ethereum all the way, right? Oh my god. That's fucking nuts. It's absolutely bonkers. Holy cow. Going through blender.io. Wow. That is crazy. No shit. They are that's like your burn notice. It's like, holy cow. That is nuts. Like, I've used it multiple times. Ugh. Yeah, that's the problem with any of the mixers and stuff like that. Any way to hide funds moving through the network, it's the better ones are always going to bring the nefarious actors, and then they get their bad name through it. And then basically, whoever made that is gonna just kind of walk away from the project, and they're gonna make a new one. Because that's just how it works. And I don't know how it's like, Mikkel, I know you. It's like I've seen a lot of mixers come and go since 2018. That's just another one that's gonna get hit. So unfortunately, it is what it is. That's still crazy though. That's where all the funds have been funneling to though. It's like, too bad they can't figure out where their off ramp is. That's how that's most how a lot of the privacy orientated people like that are. So I wouldn't be surprised, but you're not going to see any once the project gets that kind of notoriety like that. They're going to walk and just make a new one that nobody's really looking at. Rinse and repeat. So I just think the team is just going to abandon this project because it's too loud, too much noise. It's usually how most cypherpunks are. Once it's like too noisy, they just kind of slip into the darkness. Private ZK Snarks ETH chain is the off ramp, huh? Yeah, I bet. Still, anywho, wow, that's still crazy though. God, But we've seen other mixers go down for similar, maybe not the same amount of volume, but similar reasons. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next thing here, since I'm still just kind of wait. I know, mind blown, right? Yeah, for sure. That is just crazy. Crazy to see that kind of money get fucking laundered. Wow. 7 billion. Ooh. Makes the Dred Scott pirate seem like he was small game and he's doing life. Life plus 40. So, in light of Intel just kind of utterly botching their drivers, so they're pretty much going back to the drawing board for their drivers. Nobody has been able to really get these things to mine. I know Red Panda tried to get his ARC GPU to mine on some of the older GPU miners. I'm wondering how far back you got to go into the mining history in order to get a such a generic driver that it would basically work on anything. It just needs to be a graphical interface and it'll nab it. Not sure how that would work. I'm sure that there's probably an old Intel mining driver out there that might give these like A380s and the 470 some kind of mining ability on there. I don't have one to test. I have not been able to get my hands on one at all. So till I get my hands on one, I can't sit there and go archiving through and seeing what works, what doesn't work. Kind of go from there. But Intel is coming out with their their Pro A series range of GPUs. For the first product is going to be the ARC Pro A30M. For mobile form factors, the ARC A40 single slot and the A50 dual slot GPUs for small form factor desktops. They are all built in ray tracing hardware and machine learning capabilities and industry first AV1 hardware encoding acceleration. Be interesting to see these if the drivers work good enough that you can actually maybe mine on these things. Again, these are more for your professional series, so I'm sure they're trying to break into the market like the A2000s and stuff like that. The A50 basically looks like an A2000, and let's see here, bam. This is pretty much what it's going to look like. So that's your 3 flavors here. Got your laptop variant, which is just going to be a chip, and then they just make a custom solution. These are going to be some pretty interesting hardware coming up for like data center solutions. I would say like in-field like laptop solutions for like going through a facility with custom laptops to be able to do data center stuff. I don't see these things really hitting the mainstream in any way, shape, or form. They are, especially if nobody wants to develop any kind of mining software, there is as no interest to me as a miner. If I'm going to buy data center solutions, I need them to go to work. Hey, what's up, Sonia? He's like, I'm just here checking in. Yo, what's up? So that's pretty much what I've been having going on, that I've been kind of looking at. I'm keeping an eye on the Intel cards now, even though the Intel cards have had a lot of problems. They have kind of they kind of know what's going on with them. So if they use the DirectX 12, not a problem. DirectX 11, DirectX 10, and DirectX 9 seems to be where they're having their problem with the video encoding on there. So they're just going to have to go back in there, tweak it. It works on a lot of the newer titles. Any of the older titles where a lot of people do play, a majority of the games are on older titles. Not everybody out there is playing on the the latest and greatest AAA title. Nobody's going to have $60 to have every few months to make sure that they have a library of games to be able to play that are all brand new for their new cards. You're going to see people going, hey, I got this new card. Let me go revisit my old game now with this new hardware and let me turn ray tracing on. And that's where, as soon as they do that, everything borks. So, for the most part, the Intel GPUs work. They're pretty nice. Are we going to be seeing any of the mining software coming out right now? I know my man Mikkel, it took his GPU an additional month for the miners to update and bring in support for the miners on his 1660 Ti. That was the MSI. I think that the Intels are going to be in the same category. So it'll probably be a month or so for it to work on Windows. Figure another month or so for it to pipe over to Linux. And then figure after it gets piped into Linux, another month or so to come on to Hive OS. I'm not sure about how quickly Rave OS would integrate it once there was ability of that being done in Linux. And then hard to say how Simple Miner OS would react to it. I would hope that they would push the update as soon as possible. I've seen Simple Miner OS actually push the miner updates a little bit faster than Hive OS, but the way that they've implemented it is of their own flavors, so they do act a little different. State, what's up? What's an A2000? So an A2000 is basically it's a enterprise grade, so data center solution GPU that basically I can repurpose for mining. And they do have video output on there. I mean, they do have video output and stuff. So I mean, it's not like that you can't use it as a GPU, but they are small form factor, all that good stuff. Sonya is like a A2000 is a GPU die that is used for high data processing. Yep, and it's got GDDR6, not the 6X memory module on there, 6 gigabytes worth of it, and it's got about the performance of I would say like a 3060 non-TI. And A2000s are on sale. What up, John Germain? What's up, New England Crypto? What's up? What's up? So, without any further ado, now we got some people that have been strolling in here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to power down my A2000 rig here. And I'm going to pull the A2000 off, and we're going to do the mod on here. I'm going to do the shunt mod on this. So I'm going to be soldering on the world's smallest little flipping 0.005 ohm resistor. So I mean, it's basically there's no resistance basically. It's just enough to be able to trick the controller that the memory is not using as much power. Which is what I'm looking for. And once you do this one simple little mod, goes, and the one thing I love about it is it only uses PCIe power. So you're talking, it goes when you're before the mod, you're talking 73 watts. After the mod, you're talking about 83, 87 watts. So, and then you go from 41 mega hash to 49.29, 50 mega hash if you get a lottery winner. And I personally like the 6 gigabyte one. I know John Germain was saying that he has a temperature issue with his, with the 12 gigabyte one, because the coolers are just not adequate enough. Now, if you had it in a climate controlled data center, you probably could push these things a little bit better. But until then, John, it's like, I don't know if John's putting these into server cases or not, with the 12 gigabyte variations, but that probably would help. But I don't know how much of the solution that would be either. So let's go ahead and power this down. 47 mega hash in an open air rig. Nice, nice. Now with my A2000s, they are copper modded. So on the memory, I did put the copper plates onto it. And it has been so nice. So this time around, all I got to do is pop the fan shroud off, solder on the shunt, slap back together, put it into the mine. So if this stuff interests you guys, definitely smash that Lizzie like button. Ooh, I changed stuff up in my little. Hey, I don't want that. I want this. Bear with me, guys. There we go. I didn't know he was still up in the air. I changed settings, so now I'm like 1440p and the screen's a little bigger. So, bam. Hey. GPU craps out if you go over 92C, and memory craps out over 110C. Yeah, I bet, buddy. I bet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn this one off. Shut down. I'm gonna lose 41.64 megahertz for just a few moments while I do all of this. So bear with me one moment, guys. I'm gotta go into the mining room real fast and grab this GPU. I do not have a camera set up in there because I got everything set up here. So one moment, guys. All right. So for anybody who does not know, this here is an A2000. Nothing special, except when you start looking at the very front of this, these are not your normal display port. These are mini display port. So I do have the adapters for this. So I could use this as a GPU. Under hard workloads on the CPU, I mean, you can see how small the cooler is. So once it gets really warm on the die set itself, it starts to downclock a little bit. So you do get a little performance degradation as it heat soaks. Just because they were never really intended for gaming and whatnot. I mean, you could pull video off of it, but I mean, that's my thumb and that's the fan. I mean, you could see that it's just slightly bigger than what a Raspberry Pi would use. Yo, Sonia, with I got myself the 1660 Ti Gaming X. 6 gigabyte. Yo. Only have 3 months to go on that ROI. Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. I never look at it as ROI. And who else is going to be here now? People you got to call before coming over. Neighborhood people wanting to come by, hang out. But what we're going to be doing today is this is my shunt mods. These things. There are 50 shunt mods in here. Any of them fall out yet? No. Is the A2000 equivalent to or based off of 20 or 30 series? 30 series. So they are the basically they're 3060s. Here. And then let me grab my tweezers here. Because these things are so small. That's how big this thing is. That's really not that big. I mean, let me put it into comparison. A set of keys. It's still smaller than the width of a single key. A Bic lighter. I can cover the Bic logo is bigger than this little shunt mod. I mean, that's how small this thing is. Oh, snaps. John Jermaine dropping those knowledge bombs out there. A's for Ampere. Look at you being all super smart over there. I love it. So let's go ahead and get all the setup here. So I've got my resistor and my tweezers, so I'm going to put the rest of these resistors back in here because I know the cats are going to look at these as really nice, interesting toys. It could be Ada, but Ada's one place. Too funny, John. This show is effort. Yes, it is. All right, cleaning up here. Kind of making everything nice and organized for a moment. I don't want to just throw stuff around. All right, so bam. And then over here, I've got my Hackos FM203 soldering iron. This is a industrial soldering iron stuff that you would see a lot of your higher end Chinese circuit board manufacturing or circuit board soldering stations. They're going to use a lot of these. For what you're getting, great value for your buck. I'm not trying to shill them. It's just what I use. What I like also about it is it allows me to have two different soldering stations on here. The next one that I want to get is the hot tweezers. The hot tweezers would make life so much easier, but we can't all be ballers. That like little hot tweezer set's like $400. So this was like $500 for this. Came with everything that you see right here. So the little holder, the tip cleaner with the like the Scotch bright pad in there. I can lock this thing out so that you can't basically change temperature in any way, shape, or form on these things. I absolutely this is the best soldering iron I have ever had. I've done other stuff like TVs and VCRs back in the 90s, and I just had grabbed whatever soldering iron worked. If it got hot and melted solder, it was good enough. This gives me temperature control on like non-lead fucking solder, which you need to hit it with a little bit more temperature. Love it. Yes, I did get the key card for it. Yes. I've got I bought this whole setup new. Brand spanky new on this. Yeah, they do fail over time. I have a whole bunch of tips on there. Tips are actually pretty cheap though. I do have to admit that. So I'm definitely happy that that's cheap enough. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move this out of my way really quick so that I can put down my silicone. This is a silicone mat that I use. Protects my workstation. This is easier to clean than this awesome desk mat from dogelord.com. Don't delay, buy today. You get these cool little desk mats like this. Support our man Simon over there, who is now the manager for dogelord.com. Right, so this one's going to be really nice and easy, straightforward. I've got my solder. I have my Amtech. We're good to go. So I don't have to release the cooler off of it this time. I've just got to take these little screws off, and then these couple on the front. Everything comes apart. Uh-oh. I don't think I have the right tip here. Oh, dang it. I think I gave it. Not it. That's not it. Poopy. I don't think I have the right tip with me. Hey. Got one of them. I don't know if I've got the one for the front. At least all the ones on the back are the same. I know, I forgot to double check to make sure I hit what I had with me. So yeah, I've got the T6 right here. And I gotta see if I got a T8 in my bag of tricks in my lap here. see. Do I have a TH? Oh, okay. I might not have my T8 right here. Nope, give me 1 second, guys. I've got to go grab it. Dang it! Where did I put it? There's only a couple of spots I put it. It's not. I move stuff around. That means it has to be in here. Has to be in here. Got moved. Just like that. I wasn't sure if I put it back, because this I was borrowing from my wife's kid, and use a razor blade. No. Here. Be kind of careful. Give it a little bit of a. It already go. All right, so you can see it collected a little bit of dirt right here and a little bit of dirt right here. And that's the size of the cooler for anybody who has never seen one of these. And then I've got, it's really hard to see, but if you look right in front of my finger, you see the copper that is covering the memory modules. This thing has been performing outstandingly, guys. I can't ask for better performance. So I think I gotta go into manual mode. Oh, look how crispy that is. So there's the cooling fins. I gotta see which way I got to. I see where I'm at. All right. Put it right into the view. So what I'm gonna do here is here's the shunt mod that I'm gonna be messing with. So what I do is I take a second one and I just put it right up on top and solder it in place. So we're gonna go ahead, let my little tip get nice and warm here. It gets a little beepage. Right. Oh, I'm gonna let it do that. I'm gonna get myself a little bit of Antec on here. never a such thing as too much flux. That is a very small amount of flux, but it covers the whole damn ship. It's awesome. Right. What are you doing over there? It's you. Wrong tip on the thing. It looks like you got the wrong tip. Tammy, move. Yep, wrong tip on here. And get out of there. It's cheapy. All right, try this again. This time with a little bit of a smaller tip, it should work a little bit better. Oh, that's so much better. That tip was too huge. So hard to get this thing to do what I want. I did not like how that was soldered, so I just kind of unstuck it real quick. You know what else it needs? It needs some more flux on here. It just won't stick like I want it to. Hey, there we go. I got some Q-tips. Yeah. Got some Q-tips, so we'll go ahead and also clean this up a little bit. Pretty much all you really need to do. I mean, you don't have to clean the flux off if you don't want to. It's really not conductive. I just do it because the flux will stick dirt really nicely to it. And just go through and you make sure that no solder got anywhere it's not supposed to be. Awesome. So take it off of that mode. There we go. I can put it back on the auto. Bam. Just like that. So, soldered that part right up on there. No issues. It's not touching the capacitor over here, and none of the really small micro capacitors that are microcapacitors and micro resistors that are down below it. There's also a controller IC chip that's sitting right here. You got to be careful about applying heat around in this region too, and is why I did not use my hot air station. So if I had a little bit more room away from delicate items, I would have for sure used the hot air station on this. But I can't do that. No problem. It ain't nothing. Now I can go ahead and put this beautiful thing back together and see what the performance gain is on this. Can you dig it? Gating. And this was a little solder ball that I dropped. Wow, that's hilarious. Teeny tiny little solder ball. I'm glad I did not drop that in the electronics. Solder balls. I don't know if my camera. That is a little solder ball. A solder ball that size, the size of a grain of sand, can kill this. No problem. This solder ball is bigger than some of the components on the board. So I always got to be careful. I always double check the area where I'm soldering, making sure that there is no solder balls left behind anywhere. Because the solder balls will not stick to the without any kind of copper trace leads. So usually if there is a component there, it can stick to it. So be careful if you're going to go do this. If not, you got nothing to worry about. So let's go ahead and start getting this thing back together. Get over here. There we go. Sorry. I'm not even in camera doing this. It doesn't have to be all that tight, guys. It's only holding on to the back shroud here. Make sure you always get in the habit of putting the correct screws back. If you're changing cooler mounts or whatever, make sure you read the instructions so that you know what cooler requires what screws. Anytime you do modifications, you always got to be careful. It's back together. Bam. That's all the tools that you really need. Now, is this completely worth doing in the long run? Put this back too. There you go. Is this really worth doing in the long run? Yeah, flux can crystallize. I will agree with you on that. I've never had the issue though. I've left flux on some stuff before. I'm not saying that it's a fucking that to do it, but if it's the way that I look at it is like if you have a little bit left on there and you didn't clean it all perfectly, you don't have to get nuts about it. But I've got stuff that's got flux on it still, and it's pretty old, and it's because I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner, so I'm not gonna deep clean these things. No way. So let's go ahead and get this thing back to hashing here. 1 second. All right, well, it didn't smoke. It did not let the smoke out. Smash the like button for no smoke. Yo! It did not smoke without my permission. Yeah. So does Vaseline too. Hey, I can give this tool back to Bobby now. He'll be happy. He was looking for it and he forgot that I had it still. Pull this up. Get my little mats out of the way here. It's clean. All right, now we're just waiting for this. I'm waiting for this thing to boot back up. It should be like right there. Let's go, party like it's your birthday, party like it's your birthday. Techman, yes, I do. I have gold shells. So the first thing I know you can do is 1,000 on here, and I should be able to now push this with no issues to here. Now, so this to me would be the more efficient running mode. So the first one was like efficiency, 970 on the core, 3,000 on the mem. Now we're gonna do 1,000 on the core, 3,600 on the mem. Oof. Yeah. Uh, 223 blocks overclock. Okay. You underclocked one today for 147 watts at 120 megahash. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, I say, Governor. We'll apply it to 37. So 1,000 on the core. Now that it's shunt modded, 37 on the mem, 3,700 on the mem. You're going to utilize 73.68 watts. So I'm now using about 3 watts more than where it was. And I'm getting 43.4 megahash. So from this point of view, this mod, for as cheap as it is to do, is completely worth it from this point. Now, lower hash, better off, especially if you got heat problem. I mean, 70 watts worth of heat being not generated can make the world of difference, my man. So, I mean, you're talking 3.4 or right 3.441 BTUs of heat. Or yeah, somewhere right around there. 3.41, somewhere right around there. Of heat, BTUs of heat per watt. So I mean, yeah, 70 watts. That's big time. You got 6 of them. You saved 420 watts. Yo, that's what's up, my man. Everybody has their own method of madness. So now we're getting a 43.45. Oof. That is awesome at 73, 74 watts. I can dig it, guys. I dig it. Temperatures are not bad on it. But we're here to see all the hashes. So, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and just boost this bad boy. Oh yeah, we're gonna boost it right here. So we're gonna go 1155, and I'm going to do. We're gonna do 100 on here, and we're gonna do 5600. I believe that's what my other one's hitting at. Yep. So it takes a little bit to cycle around now. Now that it's going to be giving much more power, we're going to hit it for all the beans. Time. Oh yeah. Now it's responding. It's actually really nice in the mining room today. My temp out here today. I will be opening up the room here in a minute because it is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like what, 22 Celsius? Celsius. So for anybody that's not in America, it is 20 Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So temperatures are amazing here. He's like, dang, it's 94 degrees in there in the Arizonas. Yeah, buddy, it's getting cool out here, guys. It is getting cool up here in the north. So we got 49.28. Temperatures 61 on the core and 74 on the memory, guys. Yep. And Tech Man's like, John, you gotta mine at night only, right? It's too hot for that shit. I mean, both of them are running in a great temperature range after it gets heat soaked, you know. 64 on the core, 84 on the mem, with this thing modded, guys. So yeah, now the mem temp's starting to come up, but we just turned it back on. It was cooled down. Now the core is going to get some temperature into it. Oop, I was trying to turn it off, not click on it. All right, so Tech Man's like, I would have a 30 foot underground mining bunker. Mines get the mining facility so low in the ground that it basically almost feels like it's snowing. So does anybody got any comments or questions before I head up out of here? Any questions, comments at all? Anything going on, guys? Before I head up out of here. Oh, and if you guys want to, definitely check out Crypto and Hot Rods Gaming. That's my alternative account where I do a lot of sim racing stuff on there. Go check that out if you like to see your gaming content on Twitch. I also dual stream on both platforms, guys. So if you guys enjoy gaming, you can sit there, pop on there, hang out, talk crypto as I sit there and game, pick my brain. It's basically fireside chat while having some fun. Maybe have an adult beverage here and there. Yo. Like my highest cores are 84 and 90, 84 on the core, 98 on the mem, and 77 on the core and 98 on the mem. Oh my god, that's so hot. That's so hot. It's like burning up, guys. No, thank you. No, it's not okay. No. But definitely, if you guys like this stuff, definitely smash the put FA in the chat. Let's get it going. Smash that Lizzie like button. Since I don't see anybody else having any other comments or questions, I'm gonna head up out of here, guys. The wife should be home here in a little bit, and probably do some dinner. And then after I get done with some dinner, now that I got this awesome camera here, I'm gonna get back to doing some quality gaming, guys. Awesome stuff, guys. Awesome. I thoroughly enjoy that. I've got everything set up, working properly. Awesome. Thank you, Tech Man. Thank you. So, I mean, if anybody enjoys their gaming content, though, certainly hit me up on either Crypto and Hot Rods Gaming or Crypto and Hot Rods on Twitch. Love to see you guys there. So give me a big old support over there in the gaming community. Because, like, of course, you can kind of, if you got any questions and you catch me gaming, you can always hit me up. I will, you get me in the right conversation. I might even stop my game and ooh, that little fur. My cats shed everywhere, so it's like random little fur just sitting there going like this, and which is driving me nuts. I had to grab it. So, with that being said, guys. I'll definitely see you all on the next one. I'm going to try to start rolling in the content like I used to. There's a lot of news that has been coming out as of lately. I didn't even know about this money laundering thing, so maybe I can do some, start looking into all of that stuff, try to help keep you guys frosty, guys. Get back into the crypto news stuff like I was doing. Now that pretty much a lot of my focus is now either setting up the mining facility or doing this stuff. So, and I know Mikkel is probably chomping at the bit to get back into the mining facility. Yeah, Tornado Cash was money laundering. So hopefully that gets all squared away. But I'm gonna definitely get back into doing my regiment of daily videos and stuff like that. And with that, I'll definitely see you all in the next one. Peace out, and of course, stay savage. Yo, and smash that Lizzie like button.